Me, hence the sound effects during Joe's work.
I don't think that was
I went like
residue.
I just flicked it.
Can somebody take tabs on how many times Joe does air quotes during this show?
Okay.
All right, we got to move on because
right.
we're burning daylight here. All right,
Sorry.
the Overland Park Farmers Market has a whole lot of stuff to offer, and they have someone out there that can slice and dice for you.
That's true, and Fox 4's Marcus Officer is that someone. We're still deciding whether or not he should be able to use knives on live television.
I know. Tony's doing a good job of keeping the knives to himself right now. Tony Bean, wife Nicole, and Tony's beautiful hair. Locks are here. So you've actually had quite the line already.
Yeah, we've been busy.
Grooving.
Absolutely. This is one of the reasons why we're so excited for you guys to be here, is to get the word out so people know they can come up here free of charge, and the Culinary Center will have me here cutting up your produce for you.
And then also Nicole will be here putting it away for you. Now,
tagging.
two important things we're talking about for this hit. Sharpness of a knife.
Yep, absolutely.
And also techniques to cut.
Yes.
Talk to me about the importance of having a really sharp knife when you're cutting produce and fruits especially.
Absolutely. So a lot of people think a dull knife is sharp because you're not going to cut yourself as easily, but it's actually the opposite. A sharp knife is going to be safer than a dull knife. You're going to cut through the produce a lot easier and not to put as much force. And if you do actually cut yourself with a sharp knife, it's going to heal a lot quicker and easier because it's not torn as much, right? Okay. And that's kind of similar with the produce, unfortunately, in a weird kind of way, that your produce is going to last a lot longer if you're cutting it with a sharp knife versus a dull knife because you're not going to bruise the produce. So this wonderful whooshed-off knife that we have from the Culinary Center that we sell, there's a hit, just slides right through the celery, right? So we're getting really nice, clean cuts. There's a lot of people also that say with onions that the sharp knife is actually going to help to cut through the cells in a sense, which causes less bruising, which you're not going to cry as much. Some onions you just cry regardless.
Or if you don't know how to use a knife,
Sure,
you'll end
sure,
up.
you cry because you cut yourself. But yeah, and then a couple of the safety tips we were just talking about. A good strong hold on the knife. I like my thumb and index finger on the blade. The other three are going to wrap around, get a really good strong hold. Keeping that knife vertical and connected to the board is going to be a good start. From there, your feeding hand, your left hand or right hand, depending on if you're left-handed, your left hand's going to guide the produce into the knife. I use my knuckles as guards. So those are holding. Yep, fingertips aren't in the way. That's bad, that's good. They call it the claw method. And so when you come up like this, the knife is actually resting and sliding on those knuckles, keeping my digits, keeping the tips away from the blade. And so you can just cruise through and know that, well, my fingertips aren't even near it.
Okay, now I can't do this on TV.
No,
I will try my best to at some point. Tony, thank you so much. Quick dap. Nicole, you did a great job. I'm glad you got on TV. Don't be shy. But Tony's hair will be here every Saturday throughout the summer, cutting for free. So if you see him, tell him hello and get your stuff cut. Send it back to you in the studio.
Marcus, thanks for your report. Nice having you this morning. We'll talk to you later. Hey, Missouri Governor Eric Greitens has been subpoenaed to testify before the Special House Committee, but no word yet if he will. The governor's former mistress also being subpoenaed to testify the day after the governor at the state capitol. The Special House Committee continued its work yesterday. There was some anger over documents that the committee has asked the Greitens team to turn over for 3 months. A committee member tried to introduce some of the documents, but lawmakers were upset, calling the move cherry picking to make the